Welcome back. If you can hold off on filling up the tank until later on, maybe tomorrow, that's a good idea. Let's bring in Mike Eppel. He's watching all those numbers for you. Good morning, Mike.
Hello, good morning. How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You know what? Everyone has an extra spring in their step, knowing A, it's Friday, and B, that it's going to be spring, right? There's something about it. People are in a good mood.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Now, we just, and here's some better news for you. If you want, you're looking for a cheaper price at the pumps, we're going to get one. And it's substantial, Melanie. We always talk about how gas prices go up so rapidly and then they kind of float back down like a feather. Well, in this case, we saw a 2 cent per liter drop as of midnight this morning, and then another 4 cents is in the forecast to come down tomorrow back to about $1.21. So we were not that long ago at $1.28, $1.29, because the price for oil spiked to north of $66 per barrel. Well, guess what's happened this week? The price for oil has cratered by about 10%. It's below 60 right now. And this is about the global economy for more or less, because you're seeing a sort of a choppy rollout of vaccines. Some countries are faster than others to the reopening prospects. And then you also had this week the International Energy Agency, which kind of monitors the global market, saying once the pandemic is over and done with, and that's going to happen, we are not going to see global oil demand up to where it was prior to the pandemic.
Interesting.
The reason? Electric vehicles. They figure that electric vehicles are going to take away such of the global energy demand. And I mean, when we talk about the airline industry, it's got a long way to come back to where it was previously. So there are a lot of different things in the market that, and global energy producers have cut back. Let's face it, they've cut thousands and thousands of jobs, and the production levels aren't there either.
Mike, as we see the light at the end of the tunnel, especially for those in the U.S., as we're looking at those vaccination numbers, here's a key indicator. People can be going back to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels
AMC,
so foreign to me.
I know, right? When was the last time we were in a movie? Well, it was well over a year ago, I guess, right? Well, no, I shouldn't say that, because theaters were open at limited capacity, right? And then they shut down again. But in the States, AMC is opening pretty much everything as of this weekend. There are still going to be some capacity restrictions, but nevertheless, for the Hollywood movie industry, my goodness, they're just looking for any type of return to normalcy. Now, if we could just get theaters back open, right? Stage performances, that would be a nice thing. Certainly. But again, it's a sign that in the States they're ahead of us. When we're talking about vaccines, I guess the U.S. President Joe Biden's talking about removing some of the travel restrictions by sometime in May. So they're kind of pulling that forward too. I don't know if that's not going to necessarily affect the border crossings, but domestically, it could be a big shot in the arm for the travel industry, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about some of the big winners that we've seen throughout this year. Obviously, a lot of people are sending online packages, ordering whatnot. So FedEx, hello.
Yeah, $21 billion worth of shipments or sales for FedEx in the latest quarter. That's a record. It was way up. And don't forget, last month in Texas and in the U.S. South, they had terrible weather to deal with, and they still got the packages there on time. The earnings also tripled for FedEx. This company has been a star performer from an investment standpoint. Should have seen it coming. It was up 120% over the past year. And is e-commerce going to slow down?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't think so. I
don't think so.
We were talking about this morning, and so many people have just got accustomed to and got used to what it's like to shop online and are liking it.
Yeah, we still. I think people are going to want to get out to stores just because, but at the same time, the convenience of e-commerce, it's just probably going to continue to see more growth. 100%.
Okay, and you've got a last story here, and we're talking Nike, and I'm surprised. So numbers down for Nike.
Yeah. Well, case in point though about e-commerce, their online sales jumped 53%. So that's significant. But what they're having to deal with right now here in North America, shipping issues at the major ports coming into the countries, and that's kind of delaying the shipment of goods. Europe, still a lot of stores are closed there. They're a huge bricks and mortar retailer, obviously, too. So Nike had sort of a mixed quarter, and the earnings are down kind of because of what a lot of other industries are dealing with. Again, this logistics issue. Ports of call can't get enough raw materials in to make things and such, or get items delivered. And the auto industry is feeling it with the computer chip problems. Part of that's because of shipping and logistical issues. So Nike is down, but again, e-commerce doing really well. They're fine.
They'll be
They
just
still
fine,
made
yeah.
over. I think they made $1.4 billion. They're fine.
Mike, we have 30 seconds, and because I promised that we would do Friday show and tell, just your favorite item, show and tell for our friends, for our viewers, right behind you, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay.
I know which one I would choose.
Really? Which?
I can't tell you. You show me
one?
your favorite. No.
Okay.
We have questions about hockey. People are wondering if you played hockey.
Hang on a second. I'm losing my earpiece here because you're making me. Hang on a second.
He's getting nervous. Mike Eppel. There we go. That's you.
Picture. That's my favorite picture. I didn't play for St. Mike's. This was in a charity hockey tournament back when I was in my 20s.
Wow, look at that. And you're a goaltender, okay.
I was before my back went out.
Oh, look at that. The things you learn about Mike Eppel on a Friday.
So that's a favorite, okay?
Awesome. Okay, there it is.
And I had good hair too then.
You had great
Thank
hair.
Goodness.
Really good.
The hair.
Can we
Look at
just
the hair
leave it
on that guy.
Love it.
The hair on that guy.
There are some people falling in love in the studio. I'm not going to lie, Mike. Swooning. Okay. Have yourself a great weekend, my friend.
Happy spring.
Take care. Woo, Mike Eppel. Okay. Coming up after the break, we've got some adjustments proposed for that long-awaited Yonge North subway extension. So coming up next, we're going to tell you what that means for commuters in both Toronto and York regions.